Hello and welcome to Kids Time. We've made it to the letter Z and we want to thank everyone who's watching, whether you've watched from the beginning or you're just popping in for this last letter. It's been really fun to make these for you, so let's move on to our last letter, letter Z. So the first song we're going to sing is to the tune of She'll Be Coming Round the Mountain. And it's about lions and monkeys and zebras because zebra starts with the letter Z. Okay, so it goes like this. You can hear the lions roaring at the zoo, roar, roar. You can hear the lions roaring at the zoo, roar, roar. You can hear the lions roaring, you can hear the lions roaring, you can hear the lions roaring at the zoo, roar, roar. You can hear the monkeys eeking at the zoo, eek, eek. You can hear the monkeys eeking at the zoo, eek, eek. You can hear the monkeys eeking, you can hear the monkeys eeking, you can hear the monkeys eeking at the zoo, eek, eek. You can hear the zebras braying at the zoo, neigh, neigh. You can hear the zebras braying at the zoo, neigh, neigh. You can hear the zebras braying, you can hear the zebras braying, you can hear the zebras braying at the zoo, neigh, neigh. Good job. Maybe you can think of other animals that you can hear at the zoo. But our next one is one we've done before. It's called Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. We're going to the moon. If you remember, our action is this when we're going to the moon, and at the end we blast off. So join us for this one. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we'll get there very soon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! All right, good job with the zooming. I love that song. Okay, the last song we're going to sing is a song called Zippity Doo Dah, Zippity A, and maybe you've heard of the song, maybe you haven't. We're just going to sing it. You can sing it along with us. And we're going to do the action of a Z, so we're going to go like this and do a couple Z's in the song, and we're just going to go for it. So here we go, ready? Zippity doo dah, zippity day, my oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine coming my way. Zippity doo dah, zippity day. Good job, guys. All right, our next activity is to look at the letter Z. So here we just did some drawing of a Z in the air, and this Z is a big blue Z, and it's a fun sound to make. It's a zzz, so you can kind of buzz your tongue between your teeth for that one, zzz. And down here is the picture of a zebra, and here we have pictures of real zebras, not just a drawing, and zebra starts with the letter Z. And then here we have a zipper. Maybe you have a zipper on a jacket or a coat or something else, and his zipper starts with the letter Z. Then over there on the other side we have 0. It is the number 0, and that is like nothing. So 0 begins with the letter Z. And then underneath of that we have zucchini, and zucchini is a vegetable, and it's one of my favorite vegetables. You might grow some zucchini in your garden. And then up here we have a craft we did at the library. We made some sort of zoo. So you can see a Z, a black Z, and we put some bars across it, and then we have some animals inside our zoo. So that's for the letter Z. Okay, for our books, our first one is called Sloth at the Zoom, and you might think it should be Sloth at the Zoo, but he actually goes somewhere not the right place, and so it's kind of a funny book. You can check this one out on Tumble Books, and it's by Helene Becker. The next one on Tumble Books is called Felicity Flew Visits the Zoo. It's by E.S. Redman, and you can also find that one on Tumble Books. The third one is called Zoozical. It's kind of a funny word, by Judy Sierra, and you can find this one on Bridges. And our last one, we've had a couple Dr. Seuss books, but this is a good one too. If I Ran the Zoo by Dr. Seuss. So you can find this one on Bridges as well. We actually have it in our library too, but it's checked out.
All right, for the last thing we're gonna do, we wanna show you a little activity that we did making our own zoo. So the first thing I wanna show you is a piece of paper, and this is a little heavier paper like cardstock, and I took a ruler and drew a line down the side, and took a ruler and put it on this side and drew a line down the side, and then I cut, and make sure you do this with a grown-up, I cut little slits into my paper on the top all the way across. I did the same thing on the other side. So then what you do is you take some string or some yarn and you take it, and I'm gonna start by putting it in the second slot of my cage, and then over here I'm gonna move it down, and then I'm gonna start taking my yarn and moving it down through one slot and up through another slot, back down. So I'm kind of weaving it through the slots. It's a fun activity to do. It's easier if you lay it down, but I'm doing it in the air like this. So then I keep going, and as I do the whole thing, it turns out to make sort of a cage. So I'm gonna keep weaving it around, weaving it down, weaving it around through the slits, and weaving it down, and keep going until I get to the end. And when I get to the end, I will have my zoo cage all ready. And then you can take your last part and go through the last edge and then pull it across like this, and then you can tie it up on the end. And then you have a little cage, like a zoo cage. Well, I'm gonna show you some that I already made earlier, and I want you to think, if you've gone to the zoo before, what animals have you seen at the zoo? So this is one animal I've seen, and we talked about this animal today. It is a lion. Maybe you can roar again like a lion. Roar! Get really scary. And then we have a monkey. This monkey is hanging from a rope, and he's swinging and he's having fun. And then the next picture we have, I wonder what else you could see in the zoo. Maybe an elephant. So this elephant is in a beautiful wild place behind the zoo bars, but he is fun to watch as well. And then the last one, since we're talking about the letter Z, is a zebra. So if you go to the zoo, maybe you'll see animals like that.
All right, this is our last kids time, and we just want to thank you again for watching. Like Andrea said, if this is your first one, or if you've watched A through Z, and if you've missed any of them, you can always go to our YouTube channel and check out the ones you missed. They're all on there. So thanks again for joining us.